In this tutorial, we're going to look at how to add a new subpage to one of your tabs. Basically, this means it's a page that's related to the main one, such as unit of inquiry. Perhaps under here, we want to have subpages for each unit, so who we are, where we are in time and place, etc., etc. So, in order to do that, the first thing that we do is I'm on the unit of inquiry page. I'm going to click this icon up here, and that's add a new page. I'm going to name my page, so let's pretend it's who we are. And there's a location thing here. I'm going to use the TKS elementary page template because this is an elementary site. You could choose a different one if you're an IB, it'd say TKS IB. The other one would be MYP if you're in that. I think just use the default. I'm going to, I've named the page who we are. Select a template to use. The default will be whatever it is that your site is set up as. So I'm in the elementary and I'm doing an elementary site, so it says TKS elementary page. My suggestion is just leave that the same. The location is important. Because you want this to be a subpage, you're going to put the page under the unit of inquiry. Okay? You can, if you'd like, if you've decided, oh, I wanted it somewhere else, you could select the somewhere else by clicking on the choose a different location, but I wanted mine under unit of inquiry. And I'm going to click create. The page is created, and it automatically goes to the editing functions, so you can edit your page. So after I've edited my page, I'll click the save button. And now you'll notice here there's a small link here, and that's just trying to show you that this is a part of the unit of inquiry. This is underneath the unit of inquiry page. But if we go to unit of inquiry, the page isn't linked there. So what we need to do is we need to set this tab up so that it will show the pages that are underneath it. In order to do that, we have to go into More over here on the right, and we have to manage the site. So it's the More button and Manage Site. You get something that looks like this. In general, you'll go here once in a while to do things. Most of this stuff, you just leave it. What we're going to do is we're going to change the site layout of where pages appear. This represents the page. There's a header. This is where your title is with the TKS logo. This is the horizontal navigation bar. That's all the different tabs we have. The page content, you edit this when you're editing your main page. The footer is by default already set there. It has the little information about the cow school and stuff. And the system footer is something that we can't really change very much. What we want to change is this horizontal navigation bar. So I'm going to click on the edit, and you can see here that all of these pages are the tabs: Home, Unit of Inquiry, Language Arts, Mathematics, Physical Education, Performing Arts, etc., etc. What we want to do is add the page we just created. And when I click on Add Page, you'll see here there's a little plus symbol beside Unit of Inquiry. That's because we put our Who We Are page underneath Unit of Inquiry. So I'm going to select it. It's highlighted in yellow. Click OK. When I drag this down, you can see my Who We Are page is right here. Right now what we have is we have a page that's been added to our navigation, but we don't want it to be its own tab. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click this little up arrow, and I'm going to make it right underneath Unit of Inquiry. And in order to make it into a subpage so that it appears as like a drop-down underneath Unit of Inquiry, we click on the little arrow, and now you'll see that this is the main page, and then when I highlight that, Who We Are will appear below it. So I'm going to click OK to save this. I'm going to click Save. And now that it says your changes have been saved up here, I can go back to my site. And now when I go to Unit of Inquiry, you'll see that I have a drop down, Who We Are. Click on it, and we go to that page, and it's telling you by having this link that it's part of the Unit of Inquiry. So that is how you add a subpage to a site so that it appears as a link.